All right, I'm diving straight into the Buffalo Bills because, honestly, I can't even process what I just saw. This team went up against one of the best teams in the NFL and absolutely dominated from the start. They never really gave the Lions a chance to bounce back. Yes, the Lions scored a late garbage time touchdown, making the score closer, but in reality, this game was out of reach well before that. The Bills' performance shows just how good they really are. Their offense is incredible, and if they keep playing like this, they won't lose another game. The defense wasn't perfect, but they made crucial plays and played a big role in securing the win. Before we dive further, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and thumbs up so you never miss an update. We've got plenty more content coming your way, and you won't want to miss it. Your support means a lot. Let's get back to the Bills because after their recent win over the Detroit Lions, I don't think anyone can argue that Josh Allen is the MVP and that the Bills are the best team in the NFL. Sure, they lost to the Rams, but it wasn't a blowout, just a narrow loss, and they didn't even play their best game, so it doesn't worry me much. On the other hand, the Lions came into this game as one of the top teams, and the Bills went into Detroit and played nearly perfect football. That all starts with Josh Allen. Everyone knows he's one of the best quarterbacks in the league, but this year, he's been playing at an elite level. At this point, it's hard to argue against him being the MVP. He's doing exactly what people have been asking him to do for years, score touchdowns but also limit turnovers. This year, he's managed to do both, even against tough teams. In the game against the Lions, he had over 400 total yards, was efficient both passing and rushing, and scored 4 touchdowns without turning the ball over. That's just the norm for him now, with only 5 interceptions and 36 total touchdowns on the season. That's a huge ratio. Numbers like that should lock up the MVP, especially when he plays like a superhero, leading his team to victory. Whether it's against the Rams or the Lions, he's proven that when needed, he can take over and deliver no matter what the defense throws at him. It's not just about the stats, though. Allen hasn't been sacked once this month, which speaks to the effectiveness of his offensive line and his ability to escape pressure. This is huge because it keeps them ahead of the chains. And with a guy like Josh Allen, if you're constantly staying ahead, there's not much you can do to stop him, especially with the weapons he has around him. The receiver corps is incredibly well built, starting with Shakir, who always seems to find a way to make plays when given space. He might be on the smaller side, but he's elusive and always open, and Josh Allen finds him for big plays. Against the Lions, Shakir played a key role in the success of the offense. Then there's Amari Cooper, who's been a great addition since the trade, and Keon Coleman, who made a huge 60-plus yard play in the Lions game. But it doesn't stop there. They also have tight ends like Dalton Kincaid and Dawson Knox, who are threats in both the passing and running game. This gives them 5 different weapons to throw to, and that's without even mentioning other contributors like Matt Collins and Curtis Samuel. The depth and talent in this receiving group are exceptional, and they can get open against anyone. What's also impressive about the Bills' offense is that they don't just rely on the pass, they can run the ball effectively too. James Cook is the main back, but the Bills rotate multiple players in and out, which keeps the run game fresh and effective. Cook had a standout performance against the Lions, rushing for over 100 yards on just 14 carries, but it wasn't just Cook. Ty Johnson and Ray Davis also got involved. While they weren't the most efficient runners, Ty Johnson was huge in the passing game, which shows just how dynamic the Bills' backs are. When you have running backs who can make plays in the passing game, you can exploit mismatches. Johnson ended up being the Bills' leading receiver against the Lions, and that's a testament to how well they used him and the other backs to their advantage. With a running back core that can catch passes and create mismatches, plus a quarterback like Josh Allen, there's not much any defense can do to slow this team down. As a whole, the Bills' offense is near the top of the league in every category: total yards, passing yards, and rushing yards. They're second in points scored per game, which is obviously the most important stat. As long as this offense keeps performing like this, they won't lose many games because they can outscore anyone. But what's even better for the Bills is that their defense, while not perfect, is about to get better. They'll soon have key players returning from injury, and that's huge. The Bills' front 7 has played well, especially against the Lions, who typically have a strong run game and pass protection. The Bills' defense didn't just get pressure, they shut down the Lions' run game. Gibbs and Montgomery both struggled to even break 4 yards per carry, which highlights the strength of the Bills' run defense. The defensive line and linebackers have been playing great, and if the secondary can get healthy, this defense has the potential to be even better. If they do, I don't think there's any team in the NFL that will be able to stop them. With Josh Allen in this offense, they can really go and win the Super Bowl.